Welcome back to Perth, Western Australia for Operation the Big Red One. This is now turn 4, January 1938 for the common turn, and the common turn is running out of factions. All right, let's start with the CPP. We have 2 IPP left from last turn. We're going to spend 1, and we're going to try for Suyon here. All right, so we're going to try influence roll there on a 2 or less. Here we go, we've not had much luck with this. And that's an 8, so nothing there again. The only thing of note for the CCP on this turn is we're going to expend the supplies that were delivered on the last turn. So they're now expended at the end of the CCP turn. So we're now going to change it, chip out those 4 militia for 3. And we're going to add an infantry into Shensi there. And that's going to give us 3 infantry, 2 mountain, 1 cav, and 3 militia. All right, going now to the Spanish Republicans. There's not a lot to do there because Hambone's completely wiped out the Republicans over here. So it's all but a done deal, but we will roll for recruitment on our 1 territory. We actually have these 3 as well, so we'll be rolling on a 4 or less. So let's see if we can get a measly infantry. Kind of pointless exercise. Yeah, 12. So that's a done deal over there, I'd say. All right, moving on to Russia. Russia's not going to spend any of its money at 17 IPP for last turn. We're going to do our income die roll first. So we'll see how we go there with the lucky Russian dice to hopefully see if we can turn our luck in this game. And we get a 5, so I'm not going to complain about that. So that takes us from 7 to 12 for our base income. All right, we're now going to roll for tech. We've got the 1 tech dice. Going to roll for factories, and that's going to be on a 7. See if we get that to stage 2. And we get a 2, so not good. All right, like I said, no purchases, so we'll be saving our money there. I'm going to have 2 IPP next turn for correction, we'll have 3 IPP for next turn because we saved 1. All right, so for Russia, no combat, which is going to be just a handful of non-combat moves, which should be pretty straightforward. Over here in C-Zone P1, we have 1 TBD and 1 fleet submarine. Now we can utilize the northern route, the northern passage over the top here, and we can send 1 ship this turn, which we're going to send the TBD, and that's going to pop itself out into A9. So that's going to leave this guy still hanging out in P1. He's got to wait a little while. All right. Over here in Stalingrad, we're going to rail 2 infantry from Stalingrad into Moscow. I'm just going to put those guys there. All right. From Teridia, we've got 2 motorized. They're going to come up 2 into Oral-Kursk. So 1 into eastern Ukraine, 2 into Oral-Kursk. I've got 2 infantry here in eastern Ukraine. They're going to march forward into Kyiv. And I've got 2 motorized that are in Kyiv. They're going to go into southern Ukraine. That's them. And I think, oh no, I still have my naval units over here. Good thing I marked those. Okay, so we have a light cruiser and a destroyer sitting in A44. They're going to come up 3. So 1 into A35, 2 into A27, and 3 into A20. And they're just going to stay there. All right, so we have 17 in the bank. We're now going to bank 12. So it's going to give us 29 for next turn. So let's collect that. Swap that out. And yeah, pretty short and sweet turn for us in Russia. Unfortunately, the Republicans have been slaughtered there in Spain, and that's pretty much the end of that campaign. So we're now just going to turn our attention to China and the motherland. All right, so just a quick unit recap here for the units. CCP, as I said, 3 militia, 3 infantry now, 2 mountains, and 1 cavalry. They're all sitting in Shenxi, no movements there. All right, for Russia, so we've got 2 infantry in Primorsky Krai. Chita has an infantry and a militia. Novosibirsk has a infantry. We have a air transport sitting in Turkestan. TBD in the Caspian Sea. 1 infantry in Transcaucasia. North Caucasia, 2 infantry, 1 cavalry. Stalingrad now has 1 infantry. Crimea, 1 infantry. Southern Ukraine now has 3 motorized, 1 light armor, and 3 infantry. Kyiv has 2 infantry. Oral Kursk has 2 motorized. Moscow has 3 infantry. Southern Belarusia has 1 fighter, 1 light armor, 2 infantry, and 2 cav. Leningrad has a fighter, a tactical, 4 infantry, a seaplane, and if I didn't say it already, a militia. Ships, we have 2, so we have the light cruiser and the destroyer. They're sitting in A20. And we've got that TBD, which has come over to A9. And last but not least, our fleet submarine still sitting in P1. And that should be it, short and sweet. I'll turn it over to Global War Enthusiast for Japan. Thanks for watching.